Hello everyone, welcome to the Artist Spotlight. This here is the segment of the show where I really want you to get to know the behind the scenes, behind the art, and get to know the artist a little more. So hey, we have Lesan here today, and hey, we're gonna go in and ask a few questions. That's okay?
Yep.
All right.
I'm ready.
So we see the beautiful art. It's amazing. So just tell us a little more about your art.
Okay. I am inspired by African art, especially African masks, and I mix into my art Caribbean culture, stories that bring back memories of my childhood and people that I knew growing up, and that means something to me, and that did have some purpose in life. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Would you say your art is unique, or?
I don't want to say it is unique because unique can mean it's expensive or it's top of the line, and it's really not. It's just art that speaks to you. It speaks to anybody. It speaks to any culture at all, because it's very, very, very. It takes in things that you know about yourself and about your past, and so it's comfortable art. I would say it's contemporary, and it's very, very colorful. And so the colors in my art, I think, brings joy to people.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
The color. That's one of the main things for Geronimo, is having a lot of colors, and oh, it's beautiful. So what's your background? Like, how did you get influenced?
Yes. Okay. Well, I start quickly, go through my background, because it really does have an impact on me. I was born in Kingston, Jamaica. Went to high school there. After high school, I became a computer programmer, and then I took up I saw an opportunity. The government was giving out grants to women to start businesses, and I started a garment factory, which I ran for 11 years.
Wow.
So that was my first time in business. I then came to the States in 1981. I married my husband and went to University of Maryland, and I got a degree in accounting, and then after that I got my CPA. I worked for 30 years in corporate accounting and retired in about 4 years ago.
Oh, congratulations.
Right. But I was very, when I was working as an accountant, it was grinding work. So when I retired, I said I was just going to have a life of just a lot of fun, freedom, and do things that I wanted to do. I did a lot of volunteer work, and then I decided I wanted to do something. I wanted to paint. My husband had worked a lot in Africa, and he brought back a lot of masks and artwork, and I decided that I was going to paint masks with a Caribbean twist.
Yes.
And then that's how it started.
Wow.
My friends thought it was marketable, and so I decided to not only paint, but then become an artist that exhibits and sells their art.
Wow. So you actually been painting how long?
Oh, a year, a year and 3 months, a year and 3
Wow.
months, yes, a year and 3 months.
But it's been in you the whole time.
I think it has been in me, yes.
And that's one of the things you guys got to know. She's been doing accounting and different jobs, mainly accounting for 30 years, retired.
And no formal art training at all.
Oh
No
my
formal
gosh.
or informal. Didn't know
Wow.
how to
Or
manage
informal. Wow, follow your dreams. That little thing that's inside of you, that, we can get into it, tap into it earlier. Who knows?
Yes.
But the big thing that really stands out to me is that the level of excellence that's on the canvas for doing this one year. Really, you've been doing it for a long time.
It comes from the background.
Yes, it's just inside out.
Yeah, right.
I love it. I love it. So how was your personality reflected in your work?
Oh, well, as you can see, my artwork is very, very, very colorful. I am a very colorful person. I am very gregarious. I am a go-getter, very, very resourceful. And I have not met a bright color that I don't like.
Oh,
so that comes out in my paintings.
I love it. So we see all the bright colors. So what's the worst thing about being an artist for you?
The worst thing about being an artist for me is social media.
That's tough for everybody.
If you want to exhibit your art and market your art, you have to have a good social media presence. And I was not on Facebook before. I just wasn't on any of those platforms. So now I'm learning, and it's a struggle. It's hard to get into it. But I think I might get a coach to help me. And then I think after that, once everything gets settled and I have everything in place, then I think I will begin to like social media and really use it as a tool that it can be.
Yeah, it's a must these days. You have to have it.
Right.
So, out of all the pieces, even the ones, if it's not here, but what's your favorite art piece, artwork?
Well, I don't want to say what my favorite is because I'm afraid that they'll hear me. I think all of them are very precious.
Yes. I love that. So I'm sure you hear a lot of different responses from people looking at your work. What's one that stands out that's memorable?
Yeah, all my friends and my family have been very, very encouraging. But the other day, what is really incident happened that I'm really happy about. Our teacher in England, a high school in England, wrote me and she said that she had got a grant to make African masks and paint them. And she had seen my website and she wanted to know if I could do a video to tell her kids how I started, what I did, and just to give them some inspiration.
Yes.
And I was so happy to do that because there's this person that reached out to me for all these miles and kids, and so I thought that was very, very special, very precious.
So encouraging.
Yes.
Wow. So, name something as an artist that you love, that you don't love, and why.
I don't love the fact that I don't have a studio, and I want to be. I think I would be a prolific artist. I'm using my kitchen counter, and so it's putting up all my artwork, all the supplies, all the materials, and then taking them down.
Yes.
So, but the county, Montgomery County, is renovating an old building for artist studios. And I have signed up for one of them. So I think next year I'm going to be a real artist with a studio.
No, you're a real artist now. So right now you got to look at, you're cooking up art in the kitchen.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's right.
You're cooking it up.
Yes.
All right. So there's a lot of artists out there, a lot of new artists and artists that dream to really do what you've done. What advice do you have for them starting out?
I think that I should be getting more advice than giving it, but since I've been in art, I have been around a lot of artists, real talented people, and a lot of them don't want to exhibit and they don't want to market their art, and that's okay, that's fine, that's what they want to do. But for those that want to market their art, want to have exhibits, I would say go for it. You're way ahead of me because you have a talent already. You have that. But it takes more than the skills of a painter. You have to know, you have to have marketing skills, you have to have the business skills. So it's going to take some time to develop that, but I would say go for it. Wow,
that's amazing. Well, okay, so this is the last question.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
And here on the Artist Spotlight, we just want the artist to leave you with one little nugget that you can definitely take away. Can you share, name one of the life lessons you've learned as being an artist?
Okay. I want to be able to, people, if you want to do something, go ahead, and you have a dream, go ahead and do it. If it doesn't work for you, that's okay. If it works for you, fine. Reach down and help somebody else who is struggling. Give them some of the information that you have learned as an artist. Teach them some of the tricks of the trade. It will pay off for you in the long run. And also be a volunteer in your community.
There you go.
It's very, very important, and you can really make a difference.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, there you have it. Some amazing life lessons there. Transparency, sharing, with other artists. That's how we grow. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, before we go, let everybody know, where can they find you?
Okay.
You know?
So you can find me on my website, LesanCreates, and I'm also on Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and Instagram.
All
So
right.
please come in and look at my website, and if any, purchase something if you can.
There
Thanks.
you go. There you have it. I just want to thank
Yes.
you. Thank you for sharing heart with everybody.
Yeah, and thank you for having me
Yes.
here. The best coffee house in
There you go.
Virginia.
Johnny Coffee House.
Johnny
Artist
Coffee House.
Spotlight is Leslie Ann with LesanCreates. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.